call them, they call you when they need something. Trees for the blunt, to G's for the front. I found a way to get peace of mind for years and left the hell alone. Turn a deaf ear to the cellular phone. Send me a letter or better, we can see each other in real life. Just so you can feel me like a steel knife.
Honestly,
At least so you can see the white of the eyes.
I'll send it to you and you'll be like, this is a banger. I was like, oh yes, lovely, lovely. Absolutely
For
lovely.
real, I'm just gonna be off the jump like crazy.
But I don't think it's not the route to take, especially in the world with Donald Trump.
For real, fuck that. Talking about like fucking bitch ass niggas, like he's the most bitch ass.
I'm not too into like he doesn't affect me much, yeah. So I want to hear your opinion on Donald Trump.
Everyone, he affects everyone.
Oh, I understand that, yeah. I understand he's like war words and he's bullshittery. He's Twitter.
Right, so you know how there's
yeah.
So you know how there's like a. Did you hear about the Nazi thing?
Yeah. The woman that died and then he didn't. Yeah. Okay. Go on.
So there's basically this whole thing going on in Charlottesville. There's basically like a fucking Nazi rally going on. There's Nazis roaming the streets.
I can't believe we're still facing Nazis. What the fuck is this world?
What's that sign called where they flick their arm up? I just know it as the Heil Hitler shit.
Yeah. The fucking Führer.
Heil
Nazi
Führer type
that
joint.
kind of shit. Yeah, the Nazi
and
shit.
then
Just say
niggas,
Nazi
these
shit.
white boys is walking around,
salute.
just flaunting that shit. These niggas is holding stakes. They's burning stakes, bro.
2017.
They've been doing this for they've been protesting. So they're protesting. They're protesting basically the school. Like I think it's a school. I don't even know where it is, but they're taking down a statue.
Yeah.
Of a Confederate general.
Yeah.
And they're like, what the fuck? Why would you be protesting? This nigga was an evil nigga. Like, what?
I don't think Donald Trump even minds, to be honest.
So
I
like,
think secretly he's a supremacist.
They're doing this shit. They're protesting this shit, holding stakes, that joint, all that jazz. They burning shit and they're just running through. And then some fool ass nigga runs over a crowd of people, kills a girl, and injures like hella people.
Idiot.
And like you know how they have like Black Lives Matter fucking like every time there's some black kid dies or like someone gets shot by the police and something mad shit happens to them. Or just the minority community in general, they're protesting like Black Lives Matter, this, that, and the police are on them things, like they are on that.
But usually they're not. Well, I mean, this time they're not, right?
Exactly. Yeah. Like, man's been to a protest where the protest started, and 30 minutes, 20, not even 10 minutes later, fam, feds are on the case, fam. Like even faster than they would be if you called them up and be like, oh yeah, my brother's been shot. Yeah. Oh yeah, someone like my mom's having a heart attack. My mom's had a stroke. They'll take an hour to come to the yard. But when it's Black Lives Matter protesting, these men are on the case like now.
But I get
they're just ready.
I understand they're on the case quicker, but I think that's because a group does more damage than one incident. You get what I mean? Like if you called them up and be like, oh fucking. A gang's doing something, they'll come quicker than an individual's.
It's a protest.
Yeah, but they hate that. That's your country for you, innit? So I don't know.
Like you're not even supposed to be on this case. Like man has the right to protest. You feel me?
Do they stop them though, or do they just like restrict
these
them?
niggas? Do they stop? These men come with riot gear, G.
Yeah, they didn't. That's the whole point. Yeah, stupid.
Bro, these men come with smoke grenades for us, fam. These men come with flipping helmets. These men come with these next things, and these lot are holding stakes, G. They're lighting shit on fire, and nothing. These lot are treating them like it's nothing. Not even doing shit. And then this fugazi ass Ferragamo Donald Trump nigga, like this bitch, comes, and he's obviously a president's supposed to give a statement, yeah. And this nigga comes on and is like, oh, yeah, we should be disappointed. This is un-American. And he goes, from both sides, from all sides. What? Like, are you fucking dumb? These lot are protesting.
He's a joke. Honestly, he's a joke. I don't know how he's the president. He's a joke.
Someone ran over, I don't know how many people.
Yeah, I saw the picture on the news.
A nigga decided to fucking drive his car through a crowd of people, and this nigga's gonna be like, this is crazy shit from both sides. Like this is how you know this nigga's a white supremacist and all that fucking shit. Where like you can't even trust a nigga. All he had to do was just be like, yeah, I condemn these actions, all this shit. Like this, he didn't even do that shit.
It's so
Like, he
simple
didn't
for him
do
to
that
do it, but he
shit.
didn't do it. He just
And like even when like he was running for president and shit like that, and the KKK people endorsing him, and like David Duke and all them shits like coming through and be like, yeah, that's my president. This that. This nigga wasn't even saying shit.
but that was the fury of the whole like election. It showed how blatantly racist your country is.
It just
To,
pisses me
yeah,
off.
to elect a president that is like literally
People are acting like this
against
is just
all
happening
minorities.
now. People are acting like it's just like it's happening now, where it's like, oh, we can actually see the hypocrisy, but this just been happening.
Yeah.
If some black kid got shot tomorrow by some Fed or even by some white youth,
Yeah.
like, and we go march, Black Lives Matter goes and marches, yeah, Feds would be on the case, like they'll stop
sure.
that shit, like,
100%.
they'll be on it. But these lot have been doing this for how many days? And these lot are fucking doing more dangerous shit, and they're preaching hate, fam. They're out here screaming all this fucking shit about Nazis, that like it's cool, like, my G, like, come on, man. It's just sometimes spare down, fam.
I fully
Spare down.
appreciate this rant.
It's just like I just want, if you're gonna be like a president and be a racist, just please don't be a like don't.
But don't
be
you
a
think
shit.
everyone's a racist, like in their own way? Like
Nah,
he's over the top, but everyone has their discriminations, their prejudice against some
racism
people.
that's not what racism is.
I know, obviously,
When
yeah,
you're
but everyone
doing
like
shit that's
yeah.
actually destroying cultures, doing shit that's leading to.
Yeah, but I'm just trying to say it's not likely for someone to not have any stereotypes. You know what I mean?
But I'm not talking about stereotypes.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
I'm
about.
talking about actual.
Don't be actual racist. Yeah.
Don't actually do harm to actual. You can go saying all your nigger jokes and all this, that, but don't be going around man and then having your president saying, "Oh, this is like bad on both sides," and like you can't be going around doing that stuff. You can't be like actually doing harm to people.
Yeah.
And then man's just gonna pass this off like.
Why do you think it's so severe in your country? It's because the majority are white, isn't it? Do you actually think that? I'm not joking here.
This is what the problem is, that the country is so diverse.
Yeah.
And there's a certain subsection of, it's not even all white people. I love it's certain
me too. Yeah.
There's a certain subsection of like white people that are so stupid and so dumb with these beliefs and corruptness. And these people are the ones that are in power. These people are the ones that hold Senate positions.
Yeah.
These people are the ones that are president. These people are the ones that.
That's why it's not as severe here. Like, we do face a lot of stereotypes when it comes to like Muslims and.
No, I don't want to. Like, it's mad over there as well.
Yeah, it's mad, but it's not as bad as America. One, because your population is far more than us.
And more, like, here we have guns. Like,
you have that that easy access to severe violence. Like,
I'm feeling to like walk around with. I'm against the whole thing of guns.
But
like, I don't fuck with guns in general.
But you're forced to at this point,
like,
isn't it?
Now that I drive, sometimes I'm like, yo, man has to walk around with a strap in the car because like, what if there's some road rage? Like, there'll be a road rage thing, and you just pull a strap.
They
on
pull
you.
it out, they pull it out for just
like,
because.
What am I supposed to do? I'm at his mercy, fam.
Do you know? It's
That's
because
what I'm saying.
everyone
It's
has
like,
that God complex.
It's just so fucked
It's
over
that-
here, where they have all these
100%.
hatred ass niggas in power, and all these, and then when these hatred ass niggas are in power, it inspires all these motherfucking dumbass white people hating this shit to be like these lot that are these Nazi folk. They come out of their little fucking hinges, of their little shit bedrooms with the Nazi.
2017, and they're still about like.
Fam, they'll always still be about.
In masses, though. In masses,
It just needs to be someone that is in like need to have an act like you just need to have like an actual a power structure that is like
but there's no
preaching
power
against
structure that
this.
can stop it.
Exactly, because these lot have been white people have been in power the whole time.
And even if
they're
it wasn't
gonna
just white people, you still can't stop it. You think if the majority of Senate and Supreme Court and president were black or Mexican or
if they stripped it
diverse,
stripped it down to the bottom.
Yeah, but you still have these
to
people.
nothingness and rebuilt it up.
Yeah, but you still have these people. It's not. I get that.
You still have these people because these white folk have been in this, like, it's been passed down to them.
Yeah, I understand that. That's what I'm trying to say. But I'm saying I get the foundation runs from the government out, yeah? But I'm talking about in a society where everything's reversed, there's still going to be this kind of racism and prejudice. 100% there will. If it's not white people or Mexicans or, I don't know, black people or Muslims or, you get what I mean? It's going to be another race. It's going to be another issue. It's going to, someone...
If you have a parliament, if you have a government, if you strip this government, maybe the problems run way deeper.
Yeah, it does, 100%.
But I'm just saying, if you strip this government down to the bottom and you elect people that have forward-thinking views.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. I get the root of the situation and the root of the whole, like, shitness to it like, is from the government, yeah.
Like, shit will change. It won't be the same.
Yeah. If you sanction a few things, you can develop retention of people doing this kind of
just take all these niggas out of power and like they talk about democracy and stuff like that, but shit ain't really a democracy.
But do you think that really will change it? I get that. I'm not talking about the whole. I don't care about the whole like how people like how the government and like government services like police and stuff like that reflect their issues on other races and whatnot. Yeah, how they treat people. I don't care about that. I'm talking about people in general. I'm talking about the civilians of America or civilians of England. You think that down to the root, if you change it down to the root of the government, you change all of those and sanction a million things and present different views and positive ways. It will change it. But do you think that won't be these kind of people?
Fam,
100%.
Hatred is taught, fam. And people look up to presidents. People look up to their senators. People look up to the people who look up to the
whole sheep and shepherd movement. Yeah. And some people are submissive.
If niggas are gonna be, if mandem are gonna be, if like you're little white Johnny in Alabama, and your dad's probably has a Confederate flag, and he's spewing the same nigger this, nigger that shit, and then you see Donald Trump get into president, and
then he does this shit about.
And like he's doing all this other shit. Like you're gonna be like, oh yeah, now we like.
Yeah, they take by example.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you had like a government that is preaching love, a government that is preaching, it all boils down to not being greedy, not being.
Yeah, but that's what I'm trying to say. As humans, we're greedy automatically, and we all had that.
That's what I'm saying. Even with war, even with dumb nuclear shit, it all boils down to if you're like, just don't be a hate. Just don't hate, fam. Like,
but it's not. You can't live in a utopia. We will never live in a utopia.
But that's not a utopia. That's just literally a country where Nazis don't exist. That's a country where a fucking
but you can't have that. You can't have that.
What do you mean?
With a country so diverse, you can't have that. It's not a realistic way of looking at it, Luntar.
Then what's the point? What do you mean it's not realistic?
It isn't. No. It's not a realistic way of looking at it. Because humans will find...
Wait, stop, listen. That whole thing of you saying that it's not realistic about is the whole thing that stops people from making a change.
I'm not saying don't make a change. I'm not saying don't make a change. I'm saying, at the end of the day, you make a change, you change a million things, and you believe that the perfect society is upon you, there's always going to be those people because humans have God complexes. We think that we're more powerful than everyone else.
That's not
deep down, everyone thinks that. Yeah?
It's not even a...
I get that it stems from your government, and I get that people take by example and they have role models and people learn from their generations above them. Yeah?
This is what I think.
Go on.
There's been so much hate in the human race.
Yeah, but there's always been.
Wait, listen. There's been so much hate from the human race, from the inception of time, from the inception of, like, if you don't like somebody, you go confront them and someone ends up dying.
Yeah, whether it being fighting
you take their shit, this, that, fighting, all this fucking medieval shit. What I'm saying is, if you have a culture of preaching love, that shit will minimize. I'm not saying that it's gonna disappear.
Of course it will minimize,
It will minimize. That's what I'm asking for. I'm not asking for
but how
shit
do you
to go
know?
away.
How do you know?
What do you mean, how do I know?
How do you know? A lot of people see this is how I'm trying to say it, yeah. There are the majority that might be submissive, and then there's the leaders, okay? There's them alphas, okay? There's always going to be alphas. This is why, like, scientifically and primitively, alphas don't get along with alphas. You understand? One guy's preaching and the whole country's preaching love and peace, yeah? But then there's always these alphas that are going to go against it. That's the whole situation between sheep and shepherds. Do you understand what I'm trying to say, or where I'm coming from? There's always going to be an equal amount of people to go against it. Always. That's what I believe.
There's not an equal amount of people.
You think I don't want to live in a world with no stereotype, no prejudice, no, like, I don't know, no racism, just peace and love? Do you think I don't want to live in a world like this? But I'm being realistic, G.
I'm saying that that's not realism.
It is, though. It is.
It's not realism.
It is. I understand that my view, that one view, yeah, can be reflected, and if I think like this and a bunch of other people think like this, yeah, no, nothing's going to change. I'm talking about, yeah, I live through a life where everyone's equal, yeah, and no one has any superiority over me or over everyone else, yeah. Like, I'm not more superior than you, and you're not more superior than me. We're all equal, yeah. And I do want to live in a world where it's just love. We just spew love and friendship and whatever, yeah. Just you get what I mean. Just equality, yeah. But at the same time, if you think about it in a logical way, I know that it's not a realistic view. It isn't. It will never will be, because from the dawn of time till now, prejudice and alpha males and all these kind of people have existed, yeah, and all these hatreds have built up and to what it is today. Exactly like how it was 50 years ago or 100 years ago. There was always this kind of hatred, yeah?
The concept of alpha males,
yeah,
and the concept of this superior primitive man,
yeah,
doesn't really apply to what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Okay, tell me your point.
If you remove
yeah, but you can't. You're looking at it in some fantasy world. You can't just remove something.
How is this a fantasy?
Gee, okay. Let's say your perfect scenario happens. Let's say your perfect scenario. The scenario you have in your mind, yeah? Maybe you don't have the correct intellect and thingy to spew that scenario, yeah? Or whatever, yeah? If that occurs, the thing you're saying in your head, that occurs, yeah? What do you think is going to happen? Do you think that's realistic? Or do you think that's just...
Why is telling people to stop hating each other and everyone is the same, to love each other, something that is unrealistic?
It just is. It's always been.
That's what I'm saying. I disagree with that.
No, but you're trying to say there's no correlation between that and alphas and submissive people.
I said it's not applying to what I'm trying to say. I'm not.
It is though. It is.
Can I finish, please?
Go on.
All right. If you cut the head of the snake, the snake dies, right?
Okay.
And the same thing works in the evolvement of the human society, of the civilization. If niggas was like, we're just gonna be slaves for the rest of our life, shouldn't really care about this shit, niggas will still be slaves.
That's not what I'm saying, though. I'm not saying that don't look forward.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
I've understood what you're saying, but I'm asking you a different question in total.
I don't. This is what I'm saying. I'm at a point where I don't want to think about all that other shit that you're talking about.
Yeah.
Think about. It doesn't really matter as long as people start talking about love. If everyone is on the thing where you should love you, if enough people start saying there's no way that someone can come and call me a fucking nigger, this, that, or call him a stick, or call him a wetback, and me, if I just say to him, you know what, bro, I love you either way. I don't care if I'm black, I don't care if you're white, either way I love you. Do you think, like, if everyone does that shit, everything changes for the better. Everything changes for the better. I'm not saying that it's going to be perfect. That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm just saying it will be good enough to a point where mandem isn't getting shot and like police, like if you remove the person that is the people that have been in power for time.
The catalysts, yeah.
These fucking white niggas that I shouldn't say white niggas.
Yeah.
These white These white folks that have been in this joint for fucking 30 years. Niggas had the same job. Everybody know that nigga's a KKK supporter. Everybody know that this nigga's grandfather used to be at fucking Klan meetings. Everybody know that this nigga did this. Everybody know that nigga won't have Hispanics because of this. Everybody know that nigga hates Asians because of that. Everybody know he's a misogynist. Everybody know this. Everybody know that. If you remove these type of people and replace them...
How are you going to do that? How are you going to remove these type of people?
Our generation, these are all going to die out, fam. These are all
yeah.
What I'm saying is, if enough of our mandem are speaking and preaching a revolution type noise, like a revolution type joint, and slowly these lot start removing these lot out of power, and you start getting people that think like us. People that think positive about how everyone should be together. How the world is like, think about the way evolution is working now. Think about.
I fully preach that. I actually fully preach what you're saying as well.
I feel like in 200 years, it's not even gonna be a black white. It's just literally gonna be just all one color because niggas is fucking white things, yellow things.
But there's still going to be. See, I fully preach what you're preaching. Yeah, I fully want that life of everyone being kind to another one, being equal, yeah. But I'm saying I'm very technical. I'm a technical person, yeah. And I think a lot. I think every scenario. If I go to take a shit, I'll think of a million scenarios that will happen, yeah. While it's me taking a shit, yeah. I'm a thinker. I overthink shit, yeah. But what I'm saying is, I completely agree with your thing. We would live in a better society, but in technical terms, yeah. What would make a difference? You think people haven't tried this? There's no way you can reach a majority. There's no way you could. That's what I think. I'm not looking at it negative. I'm not being negative, yeah? I will preach this for the rest of my life, okay?
This is what I'm saying.
In technical terms, I believe that because of human greed, because of human hunger, I believe through sheep, shepherds, whatever, if we coexist, yeah, we're always going to find a way to be superior, because we all, like, people have God complexes. Simple as. We want to be greater than everyone else. Why do we compete in...
A God complex isn't hating
someone. I know, but it stems. It's like, they say marijuana is a gateway drug. If you believe it or not, yeah, it's the same. It has correlation between what I'm trying to say, yeah, because it's like, why do people compete? Because you want to be better than someone else. Why do people go play sports and whatnot? Because you want to be better. Why do we give awards out? Because we automatically want to be better as humans. Are you denying that? Are you denying that?
This is what I'm disagreeing with. I'm saying these niggas just hate for no reason.
Yeah, I agree this. And I'm not disagreeing with your words. This is where you're taking it wrong.
I'm not saying that you're disagreeing with me. Yeah. I say I'm disagreeing with you.
Yeah, but
I'm disagreeing with what you're saying.
How can you disagree with something I'm saying the same thing as you, G? I'm agreeing with you.
How are you saying
and then I'm expanding it. You're looking at the main narrative. I'm bringing little sub narratives into the question. You get what I mean?
I'm disagreeing with those. Okay,
but why? Why are you disagreeing with that? You don't believe that as humans?
No. What I believe is that if you preach love for a long enough time and exactly what I said, if you cut off the head of the snake and you replace these snakes, it's gonna change. Yeah. It's gonna change.
Yeah, but
kids won't be grown. Like, think about how many Nazis there were back in the day in Germany.
Yeah.
And look how many Nazis there are now. Shit dies down. You can't hate for the rest of your life. There comes to a point where you're thinking like, why do I even hate that person?
There's a lot more than you think.
Why do you even hate that person? Of course, there's a lot more than I think, but that's what I'm saying. Like, over time, it's gonna evolve.
What do you guys think at home? What do you think?
Like,
do you agree with, like, we both are making the same statement, but do you agree that we are though? We're making, it's because you're not listening. You're trying to stem your way of thinking and not listening to someone. You're listening to speak. You're not listening to just listen. You understand?
I've literally just listened to everything.
Because I've said exactly what you've said. I said, I do want to preach that. I believe that if we preach that, we will live in a better society. But in technical terms, yeah?
And then I'm saying I disagree with those technical terms.
In 4.6 billion years, you think someone hasn't attempted that? You think society, there's a country that hasn't that attempted that? Or there's places in this world that people don't live like that? 4.6 billion years, we've been on this earth, not we being on this earth, this earth has existed. You think people haven't attempted that? You think that kind of thought hasn't come off to someone
And
else's
this is
thing?
what
But
saying,
I'm just saying, in technical terms.
Evolution comes in. Evolution comes in.
Yeah, but if America does that, if enough of us preach, let's say the majority of the world preaches this, and we all live in this way, that one corrupt, that temptation, that one devil spawn, can affect 10 people. One alpha affects 7 submissives. Then them 7 submissives stem it to the other, the lower submissives.
What is an alpha?
Hey, do you not disagree? There's alpha males and people that are submissive.
There's no.
Sheeps and shepherds. You don't believe this?
That's not the same thing.
It is. It's the same thing.
I don't agree with alpha, like that alpha. Like that's not the
An alpha male is a leader. Is a
not-
shepherd.
Yeah, but you're
Someone that is
defining
submissive is a sheep.
and you're defining an alpha male as an evil person.
No, listen. An evil person that is an alpha. See, you're not listening. What? Come on. An evil person that is an alpha male. Yes.
This is exactly what I'm saying. Though.
Stems this hatred to the other. It is never going to be every single. There's 8 billion people. You think 8 billion people? You want a society where 8 billion people just preach love and thingy and better than the situation, but it's not realistic. I'm saying it's not realistic. I preach it. I want that to happen, but I'm saying it's not realistic. Look at it technically. That's what I'm saying. That's it. Simple as. That was my point. I've made my point, and I understand your point. Yeah,
All
comment
right.
down below if you get what you guys think.
I forgot what. Fuck shit.
It's fine. It's fine. Like we've talked about this. It's fine.
I was saying, if that one alpha that is preaching hatred,
Yeah.
if you fucking flip that shit and cut that shit
Yeah,
off,
but once again, you're looking at a fantasy world. You can't automatically flip a switch. I get that evolution plays
I'm
a
not talking
big
about
part.
flipping
I
it
understand.
now.
Let me speak. I understand what you're
But
preaching
you
is
didn't even let me finish what I'm saying.
because I understand what you're trying to say. You've said
I didn't
everything.
even finish.
Go on.
Finish. If there's a long enough period where there's alphas that are preaching love, I'm not saying that it's gonna cut out all that hatred.
I know you're not saying that.
It's gonna be at a point where this shit that we're now isn't happening, and that society where stuff like this isn't happening, where police isn't shooting man because he thinks this, that, and that or the other because of what this person's skin color is, because of what this person looks like. That shit slowly disappears. It is even this. It's the same like type of concept with the homosexuals and the LGBTQ.
But I'm saying we will never live in a world where
LGBTQ.
LGBT is acceptable to certain people. You get what I mean? That's what I'm saying.
I feel like with enough time and with enough,
Yeah, through evolution, through enough time, through years and millennia. That's
everyone
what you're
can
saying.
understand each other. People just need to be, unless you're fucking stupid. You just need, no, it's not even about stupidity because you're not born hating someone. You're not born hating someone. If enough, it's all these people that are fucking born from back in the day. You don't forget segregation only a couple, like, literally right now. Literally, it ended. In Baltimore, there were schools that districts were segregated. The schools that are segregated still, and there's still like mass segregation going on. But segregation only ended like in recent. Literally, the human race has picking up its socks and picking itself up like to the point where they've been realizing, oh shit, I don't have to kill that nigga because he's from a different race. Like, what's the point of me going to war? Like, people are only figuring that out now. Like, I feel like there'll be a point where there's no. Why do they have to be? Why do they have? I know this is.
It doesn't hurt.
I know this is like a fantasy. Type,
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. That was my point.
I'm talking about the army part, not the rest of it. The army part, like, there's no army part. Like, obviously, like, money is obviously, but I'm just talking about.
Cutting off a little bit. Repeat what you said.
I said obviously, like, niggas need to make money, shit like that. So niggas go to war.
Yeah.
Water. That'd be like fine for the future. But I'm saying that this hating someone because they look like something, they're from a place.
You're cutting off there, G. Let me pause
Really?
this.
If there's like, if there's like enough, if we can preach love at a point, like if someone is born knowing that,
Yeah, knowing only love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I do get what you
because
mean. Like
you get taught, hey, so
like what
in-
we learned in history. Like
yeah, if you do that now
Yeah.
and we start
Yeah.
that ball spinning now, like people need to have this attitude. I don't want people to have the
but
attitude
I'm saying
of
in
much
reality,
of a fantasy.
I believe
Yeah, I don't want people to have that. I don't want people to have what you're just about to say just now.
what the opinions. This opinions. It stems from opinions. You don't want
Yeah.
people to have opinions.
Wait, continue.
My point was people will always have opinions. People will always have greed. We are human beings, yeah? I understand that if I tell my child that this is the way you should live, love, equality, peace, he will learn only from that. If I only present positive vibes to him, he'll be positive, okay? And then he'll put that onto his child and his child. But people, as human beings, we have opinions. And I'm saying that in a perfect world, yeah, I would want that. In a utopia or euthopia, I want us to all live and coexist, okay? But in technical terms, I'm a very technical person. I've stated it before. I think that it's not a realistic view. Yes, the world can be a better place than it is now. And if we work today, yes, I fully agree with your point. We would live in a much better future. But I'm still saying that prejudice and this kind of living will
You said
always
prejudice.
exist.
Where is the opinion?
Huh? And opinions, anything. Anything that I don't believe that you
were
believe.
raising a scenario. Like you were saying that if you raise your child to be someone that is loving and tolerate every single face in the
Yeah.
literally, there's literally no reason for you to hate unless that
Yeah,
nigga's
but you don't know
downright
that.
evil.
You don't know that though.
What do you mean I don't
You
know
don't know that. I'll trip. Okay, it could stem from the smallest things. I accidentally trip over you. Okay, I hate you. You trying to say no one's gonna like dislike someone else or like children are children. You're gonna dislike another child. A child's gonna say
That's
something that you
different.
take in the
That's
wrong
not
way.
what I'm
Huh?
saying.
Yeah, but it's not gonna. In a perfect world, no one's gonna take everything in context. Someone's gonna take something out of context, and then it's gonna stem from there.
I'm literally talking about the end to systematic oppression
Yeah.
and the end to systematic.
Yeah, and I
saying
said
that
you can
it
lower
doesn't-
that, but
it
it'll
doesn't even
never.
have to be a perfect world. It doesn't even have to be an end. It doesn't even have to be a perfect world to end systematic.
You just want to
oppression.
lower it. Yeah.
You don't even have to. You can end it. You can end systematic oppression, bro.
And that's an
You can
opinion
contact
that
it.
you have, and I have opinion. That's why it's opinion.
Fuck that shit. That's.
I've told you I would love a world like this.
Hey, hey, that's a fact.
You
That's
know
not-
I preach positivity at all times I can. I'm never
I feel
never
like we're still not on the same. I feel like you don't really understand.
and I feel like you don't understand what I'm saying. If you guys understand what we're trying to
I
say,
get what you're trying to. I'm really trying hard to focus and understand what you're trying to say.
Me
And
too.
I'm finding myself disagreeing with the whole concept of that.
because you're always gonna exactly. You're always gonna disagree. Same as the way I'm talking about it. Look at the way I'm saying it and take it in this example.
But
Look,
what
you're
I'm
disagreeing
trying-
with my opinion, okay? And I'm saying in a realistic world, people are going to disagree, okay? People have opinions. The opinions are opinions because they are opinions.
But
It's not a fact.
What I'm saying is, disagreement of people and opinions
Can fade, yeah, but it can
not-
fully never go
no,
away.
It does not lead to someone hating someone.
It does. It does. Disagreement. What leads to you hating someone else? Tell me.
Huh? Wait.
Tell me.
Sorry. I bugged out for a second. What did you say?
What would lead for you to hate someone else? What leads to hate?
Hey, if someone wronged me.
Okay, but
Yeah.
okay, yeah, but can someone
felt
wrong
like
you not
someone
come out of
treated-
a wrong in the wrong context? He didn't in his
I
terms,
can't-
and
this is what I'm trying to say. Like, I can't say that person wronged me because he's black. Therefore,
no, see, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about as an
that's what
equal
I'm
level.
talking about.
No, yeah, but I agreed with your statement, but you're not looking at my statement. My statement was as an equal level. Let's say I was black and you were black. You're black, yeah. You were black. You were black.
Let's say I was black. and
Yeah,
you were-
let's say you were black. No, let's say I was black, yeah? We've lived together, okay? We're brother and let's say we're brothers, yeah? We technically are brothers, yeah? But I'm
Same
saying
in
we're,
April, yeah.
we're actual siblings, blood brothers, okay?
Yeah.
What what would I say for you to disagree with my opinion and then not fuck brothers, let's say friends, yeah, best friends, and hate me? What leads to you hating me? Something could lead to me hating
If
you.
you fuck
mean, you
my
hate
girl and my
Yeah.
girl cheated on me, and
Okay.
I found out you fuck my girl,
Okay.
I'd be like, I hate you, nigga.
But as humans, yeah, I understand you can lower this, but as humans, I seen you fuck my girl, or you seen me fuck your girl, yeah,
Yeah.
and then you're looking at why did he fuck my girl? Blah, is it because he thinks this about me or that about me? It's a whole point.
It's just because you're shit.
Yeah, but why would I be shit? As humans, everyone's not going to share a level of intellect.
Because you're black.
Yeah, but never. There's never going to be a. Well, there is, but there's. I'm not saying impossible. I believe everything's impossible. Yeah, but I'm saying in a realistic being, in my lifetime and a million years from now, I still believe that there will be prejudice and people. We won't live in a society that you think in your head. That's it.
I don't get your point. I don't get that whole. You didn't finish your scenario.
What scenario?
If me and you were black and we're.
Yeah, what stems? I was trying to ask you what makes you hate me.
Because you fucked my girl.
Okay,
and you're a shit person.
but no one shared. Everyone's not going to share the same intellect, yeah, and define a reasonable reason why I fucked your girl. There's going to be someone with less intelligence, less thingy, whatever, like
and
common sense. That's going to think that because maybe you think that this is an example. Don't take it seriously. Like you think that like my nose is bent, yeah, so you done it. And then that little thing just stems. It keeps stemming. You get what I mean? Roots. It just keeps growing. That's what my point was.
That literally does not correlate with the whole idea of systematic oppression.
Yeah, oh my god. It's because you're not listening to my. It's like
that doesn't correlate with the idea of systematic.
Lunta, you don't lack the intelligence, so listen.
I don't like. Right.
Fam, you've listened, so think about it. Your point was.
How does that correlate to the?
It does. Because
that scenario, that example right there correlates to the idea.
Every example I've put in correlates. No matter what you say or what you think, it does. Okay? But once again, right now, I'm saying it's your opinion. Maybe it doesn't, maybe it does. Maybe 4 people in the comment section will say it does. Maybe 5 people say it doesn't. What does that make it? An opinion. I'm saying as human beings, yeah, even if you want to cancel out systematic oppression, yeah, you can lower it, yeah? But you're trying to say you're living in a society where there's no systematic oppression because you've told your child that everyone's equal and you should spread love and joy, yeah? But I'm saying as humans, it's not realistic because in one generation, yeah, there's that one person that's going to be a leader, or it's going to be that one person that influences other people. There's always going to be influencers and the people that are influenced. That's my belief. Yes, you can lower it 100%, but you can't live in a world where it doesn't exist. And you've stated it 4 times that you can cancel it out, but I think you can't. That's my opinion. The whole point was an opinion. This is not argument. It's an opinionated conversation. All right. Comment section. Tell me what you guys think. Lunta, you still there? Have you died from my stupidity?
Jon Snow should just fucking this target.
What? You cut off.
I said Jon Snow should fucking stop playing around. Fuck Dany already.
You're disgusting.
Like, seriously.
That's his auntie, G.
I don't fucking care.
Whoa.
Either way, I'm just gonna end on disagree.
You what?
I disagree with every single thing that you.
Okay. I don't disagree with everything you said.
This has been the.
I agree.
Fuck Donald Trump podcast.
Yeah, this has been Stop Social Oppression and Systematic Oppression. Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to J. Cole.
Shout out to Post Malone.
Yeah, shout out Post Malone too. Who
Fuck
else? Who
Jake
else should
Paul.
we shout
Oh
out?
shit, mentioned him. Fuck him.
Did you just say fuck Jake?
Sorry.
Bro.
Sorry. I just had to, man.
Yeah.
I have a deep hatred for him. See this?
I'm gonna do this because like.
I'm joking. Actually, he's doing his thing. Rate him.
But shout out to that girl. You know who? Shout out to you.
Who?
I don't know. She's brown and
Shibana, who?
she's brown and thick.
Damn.
Alright,
Shut
later.
up. Adios.